What's up? What's up? Another day leveled up. It's your boy Salem back with another one for you. Are you one who struggles with staying self-motivated? You could watch all the YouTube videos, you read all the books, but you find yourself having to always buy that next book, always watch that other video. If this is you, then this video is for you. So what we have to realize is, for one, I'm going to break down a few things, and then we're going to get into how each of them could help you stay motivated. So one of them is realizing that we have an internal and external perception of control. So say, for example, I used to knock doors. I used to sell solar. I could tell who was going to be successful and who was not. I happened to be the trainer in Colorado, so I was able to be self-motivated, and because of that, I was then able to teach others how to get this sense of motivation where I don't have to be bugging them to always be knocking doors. And what happens, especially when you're out in the elements, you're knocking doors, you're not going to always have the best weather. You may not always have the best neighborhood. But despite that, the people that were self-motivated would still manage and find a way to get some sales, despite the weather, despite the neighborhood. And the people that I would train that were on my team that would come back and say, hey, this neighborhood's weird, I'll try a different neighborhood. I don't know, the weather's not the best. And it's like, okay, well, that's all perception. Your neighborhood is depending on how you perceive the people and how you are showing up and allowing the external world to dictate and influence how you perceive them. I would still find diamonds in the rough and bad neighborhoods that would invite me in, even despite cold weather, despite rainy weather. I would still find people who were like, hey, come on in, get out of the weather, come on in. I would love to help you out. I'd love to help the community with signing up for solar. But the people that would come back to me and say, hey, I didn't get any sales because of X and X, all external things, slowly, but a lot of the time, they wouldn't last more than a week. And I would take notice and observe, like, what is that person going to do when they're not doing this? They would retreat back into some type of job. I'm not hating on any type of job, but they would go where they just needed their hand held the entire way. And that's just a never ending cycle that you could find yourself in if you can't find a way to be internally motivated and not externally motivated. And what I was able to figure out and kind of know who was going to succeed is if I was able to empower them and they took it and they started to make it their own. They didn't always come to me for advice. They didn't always call me for every single question they had, or was this a good neighborhood, or they just started being autonomous, self-motivated. And being self-motivated means you're seeking success. You're not trying to failure avoid. Failure avoiding means you stay still until you find the perfect path, which there's never going to be a perfect path because we all move in different ways, we all talk differently, we all look differently, so you have to be seeking success, having an attitude that the world is conspiring in your favor, not that the world is out to get you and you're trying to navigate the failures and all the traps it has, because then that will paralyze you from making any progress and just taking action. And that's how you learn, and that's the only way that you form your own philosophy and way of going about things. And you also have to realize that you have a choice. You have a choice in what you do. I think when it comes to managers and employees, that relationship, you have to give an expectation that, hey, this is what I'm looking for, but you also have to give the choice of the person choosing. And you are the same. You are your manager and your body is an employee. Your mind, you have to be a master at being a self-motivator if you're going to be a manager of people, because you have to have this internal dialogue that allows you to, no matter what, motivate yourself to get things done that is supposed to be done, and teach others how to do the same. And sometimes it's innate in some people have to be taught. But back to choice, what I do is, how everyone has a to-do list. They write this to-do list that they don't enjoy. They're like, I gotta do it though. Yes, you have to do it. But if you change your perspective on you have to do it rather than I get to do it, I'm healthy, I get to do this, I have money coming in, I get to do this, I'm blessed, I get to do this, I'm blessed to go to work, I'm blessed to come on YouTube and help others and teach others how to be self-motivated, level up spiritually, mentally, physically. I get to do this. When you change how you perceive what is in front of you, what in front of you then will change. This will even come down to just your day-to-day. When you change your attitude and your emotion and how you show up, you'll be surprised on how other people react to you and respond to you, because you are just so grateful for all the opportunities ahead of you that it's almost like you hear it all the time. But when you have an attitude of gratitude, you have to appreciate what you have, and what you appreciate appreciates. That also goes for relationships. Appreciating your partner helps them grow and appreciate. So you have to realize you could do the same for yourself. Appreciate where you are, appreciate the opportunities that you have, and you will have more. You will find a way to stay motivated. You will start seeking success instead of avoiding failure, and realizing that the world is conspiring in my favor. Why wouldn't I continue to move forward? Why wouldn't I try to progress and figure out the best way possible to do X and X? And at the end of the day, you have a choice. I was going to say you have to. You have a choice on how you want to go about perceiving life. And I can promise you, if you look at it as you're seeking success, seeking success, you have to realize you are going to come up on some failures. That is the name of the game. But you are going to be a lot better than others who are trying to avoid. So seek success, knowing that you are charting the path for yourself and others, so you can reach back and pull others forward with you and teach. If you have the experience, you are the perfect candidate to be a teacher, but you first have to go about charting that path of seeking success, seeking truth, And don't be scared. There's nothing to be afraid of. The world is not going to grind you under. They're going to be appreciative and applaud you and surprisingly help you along the way. There's so many people that just love to help people when they know they're trying to help themselves. And I love seeing that. I love coming in contact with that. You know, there's always someone above you, someone below you. You're always in the middle. So you should be humble, have some humility, and know that just taking that first step, it's going to be fun. Life becomes a theme park when you realize that you don't have an enemy that is literally trying to get you. You're going to encounter some haters, yeah. That happens. That happens when you level up and move to a different reality, because some people that are in a lower vibration try to keep you there because misery loves company, and they'll be damned if you try to get out. But it's your job to figure out how to change your mindset to start charting the path and move towards success, because you are worthy of it. You are capable, and the world is able to give you everything you want. You don't deserve it anything, but you are worthy of it all. So I'm in today's video with that. If you resonated with that, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for a lot more videos. And just know that a belief may be comforting, but only through true experience does it become liberating. Grant yourself permission to level up. Until next time, it's your voice Salem. I'm out.